Hey guys, and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley and welcome to Watercolor Month, day 16. Yes, I wrote it on my desk, so I know what day I am filming. They are really running together now. And I hope that you're painting along with us. If you are, head over to Instagram, post your work and tag us. I would love to see your flowers there. If this is your first video with us, we are going through the month of July, which is watercolor month, and we're painting a flower every day. We're using the flower color guide. We're going to open the book randomly and paint whatever flower we land on. So let's go ahead and see what today's flower is going to be. I'm really hoping for a happy flower. I'm fighting off a migraine and I just want some like happy colors, and I don't know. So let's see here. If you've been curious what these tabs are, by the way, because I haven't actually said anything about them, I've tabbed some of my favorite flowers or ones that I want to try when I very first got the book. So I'm not like actually going by those. I'm just picking a random page. But okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I said happy flower. That's not bad. This one's a little bit weird. We might do this one. What are you? Gloriosa lily. It's very ruffly, like it looks like jellyfish tentacles actually. And then this one is the Narcissus. Something like that. This is on page 178, and I guess we're gonna paint this pretty little flower here. And again, we are painting in a very loose, beginner-friendly style. We are not being too precious of making it realistic. And this is meant to be a 10-minute painting. Very easy to do. So let's see if we can paint this in a loose style. Today I'm going to be breaking out my Mission Gold paints. All right, I fixed my white balance. That was bothering me. It's a little too warm. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I've been trying to get the flower in view, but it's really kind of hard to be zoomed in enough and have the paint and the like everything. So so there's the flower that we are painting. If you do have this book, page 178, you can follow along. And let's go ahead and start painting. So I don't know the color names of these shades. I can tell you what I think they are, but I don't know for a fact which ones these are. So let's see. I'm just gonna mix up some yellow, just get some yellow out. And then let's get some green, which I think we're gonna have to adjust the green quite a bit because this is way too grass green. Let's see here. I want to add a little bit of yellow into our green, and I want to add a little bit of this like magenta. Yeah, that took over. That's fine. Color mixing is all about back and forth, getting a balance. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful green right there. Okay, so I've got my two main colors. Looks like there's a little bit of an orange kind of color in the middle, which we'll like add in here and there. So I wish I could have this like this, but I don't want to paint on the book. That doesn't work for me. And I can't put it on my right side. I don't know why. I have to have my paint here, so forgive me. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so let's start off with the flowers themselves. So for this one, I actually want to start with just water on the page. I just feel like kind of mapping out my flower that way today. That's just the mood I'm in. So I'm going to start by, and there's a tiny bit of color in this water. So I'm going to start by putting some petals, just some shapes in with this water. Again, this water is a little bit colored already, so you can kind of see where it's going, but wanting this to stay So a lot of green in this paint. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna tap in some yellow. I don't know why I'm using this brush. It's kind of bothering me. I did not tell you what I am using, by the way. This is Fabriano Artistico watercolor paper. And now I am using a Princeton Select round size 8 at the moment. I don't know, this flower's already not making me happy. It's fine. Feel like I am overthinking this one. I have said I want to show you when things don't go according to plan as well. I don't want to just show you the good stuff. Let's show you all the bad. I'm gonna stop with that one for a second. I just want to give it a break. And I'm gonna take the green and come down from this. Really, really loosening up on this one because this is just too stiff for me. I'm getting rid of this one. If you have good paper, you can lift pretty well, also depending on the colors you're using. I already feel better about that. It's loose. It doesn't have like a definite shape, but that's kind of what I wanted. And this one was way too stiff. These leaves are very, very long. Okay, you know what? There's a moment in a painting where you just need to stop. So hang on. Okay, I am starting over. And that is okay. Sometimes, even when you have been painting a while, there are certain times you just need to stop and try a different tactic. So that's what I'm doing. All right, I am gonna go in with a filbert brush. That's what I feel like I need for this flower. This is an inexpensive cotton paper from Amazon. I'll link it below. But let's try this, and we're gonna go even looser. There's just not working for me. Okay. All right, so filbert. Here we are. So I'm actually gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Here we go. I'm gonna try to paint on this book. I know I said I don't like it, but it's fine. I'm gonna try to do this one instead because I was doing this and it wasn't working for me. So I'm starting with this petal here, and I'm just very, very watery paint, and go to the one next to it. And we're gonna do one coming up here. Sometimes your brush will really matter. Sometimes my brain can wrap around an object better with a different brush. I don't know why. So, okay. Trying not to fuss. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this back petal here, a little here, trying to leave a tiny bit of white space, just enough. And then we're gonna do one here and another one coming up here, tapping in, and then, okay. Okay, I know this looks like a blob, and it kind of is, but I am already feeling better about the way this one is starting than the other one. So let's take a tiny bit of the orange, place it in just a couple of spots, kind of poking out the middle there. All right, we can work with this, and we can refine this with details. So I'm okay with this right here. Okay. We're getting there. We will make it. Okay, let's do one more. sometimes I got really quiet there. I was thinking sometimes painting in loose is so much harder. It can be so much harder than actually sketching and then painting in, because you're trying to make it look like something with very, very little detail and indication of that. So sometimes painting in a loose style is actually more challenging, especially when it comes to flowers like this that are layered. So okay. We're gonna leave those alone now, and let's go ahead and put in some green. So this one's kind of coming this way. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better about this. Okay, all right, let's put in those really broad leaves. So just come up. I feel like my brain is not braining today. I guess that's what a migraine will do to you sometime. I don't know if any of y'all deal with migraines. But my brain on migraine, my migraine brain, it's kind of crazy what I will do. Like I've tried to cook something once when I had a migraine, and I literally just reached out and grabbed the pan, not the handle, but the pan with my bare hand. Like my brain just not working. So yeah, sometimes it's just not firing on all cylinders. So, okay, I'm liking this better. It's not my favorite flower that we've done, but it does look better than that first attempt, which was way too stiff. Let me go ahead and do just a little bit of splatter to get a little bit of background going. And I think I'll let this dry a little bit, and then we might put a little bit more detail in the flower itself, just so it actually looks like it has some shape. I don't know. We may leave it. We'll see. While I'm waiting for that to dry, though, I can't find my dotting tool, so I'm going to take the back of a brush. This Princeton Neptune one actually is the perfect one for this. So if you have this brush, or any brush that comes to a somewhat point, be fantastic for this. But I'm going to do just a line kind of down the center of the leaves. I think I might even put a little bit of detail in some of these petals so we can kind of see where they're going, where they're coming from, and all that. Kind of like sketching with the backside of the brush. So let that dry, and then I think if we go in with a little bit darker of that orange in specific places instead of loose now, we can refine this. We can do it. I believe in us, even through the migraines. Okay, so to give this just a tiny bit of detail, we're gonna take a small brush. I am taking the Christy Rice size 2, and I'm going to focus for a second and try to get a little bit of more refined detail on this. We're gonna make it work. So give me a second. right, so I just put in a few little darker moments to kind of help define that flower, and it doesn't have to actually look just like petals and things. You just kind of need to give it little indications that there's something going on there. And I even did like little sketchy lines kind of showing that there are petals here. So trying to keep it loose, but give it a tiny detail. It's an interesting balance to try to find. Alrighty. So there is day 16. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I think in the end, it ended up being okay. I hope that you're enjoying this series. I hope that you are learning along with me. Like I've said many times, the whole point of this channel is to grow and learn together. And I am by no means the most seasoned artist, but I am enjoying this and I'm loving Watercolor Month. And yes, I'm done with this one. We need to move on. All right, guys, but that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below. And we will see you again tomorrow for another day of Watercolor Month, a flower every day. Bye. Oh, that was a struggle, but oh my goodness. Okay. What I wish I could do is like zoom in on the book. Sometimes I do that now. I'm like, oh, come on. Writing what day I am on so I don't forget while I'm filming. I drew our logo and I can't even remember how to do the and sign. Oh, my brain is not braining today. There it is. Yeah, these don't look exactly like you couldn't identify what kind of flower that was, but that's okay. Yes.